What we have here is a Vulcan A550. I'm going to call it a heat treat furnace. It's actually a dental furnace that, and I think someone was using it as a kiln. We picked this up at a junkyard along with two others that aren't in, they're in about the same shape. This one has a lot of bad electronics. In fact, most of the electronics are missing now. And then inside of it, the ceramic element plate melted down. It's like they overheated this thing completely. And a lot of that might just be because the thermocouple inside has managed to break. There's a break in the thermocouple inside of there. The good news about that is we have this one to use as a replacement. It has the bi-metal thermocouple high temp, and we're probably going to come in either from the top, there's a hole in this one, or we're going to come back in and replace this one where the original one came in from the back side. And to control the elements, we're just going to use a simple relay to control the relay timing to the elements, and to control the cycle, at least the heat cycles, the cool down cycles. We'll be feeding the thermocouple into an Arduino. This is a M6675 breakout board for the thermocouple. And we'll write some program, have a little digital display to show us where we are in the cycle and be able to control the program for this particular unit. We may be doing something similar with the others. And we really want to, we're going to take this apart so we can clean up some of the way that it fits the seal on the door. I may try using a diamond stone to cut out some of the ceramic inside of here to slide this plate back inside just a little bit. It's going to keep the door from properly sealing on this side. And then inside the door, the insulation has a spring mount, and it pushes the door side back up against this plate, and we'll just trim it a little bit on the outside so that this sticks forward just a little bit more and clean up what had been done before and get this back into being a working unit. We could go ahead and just have the thermocouple, the relay, on and off cycle with the Arduino and power this unit up right now, and it worked probably okay. But I like to get a much better seal. It retains heat much better. And we'll show you the process of taking some of this apart as we go along with this. Hopefully we'll get it back together quickly. I'm going to start by taking this bottom plate off with this existing electronics. This is I guess a rheostat type control that we scavenged off one of the other. There's the existing old thermocouple. We won't be needing this guy. So what it was power in to the control and then directly out to the elements. Directly out to the elements from these two. Power came in here from the switch. There's a door sensing switch on this side under here. I don't know if it works. And the under plate is heavily bent. So we're going to look at go ahead and taking the door off. Will be our first piece. There's 2 sets of screws on each side. Okay. This one's quite stiff. This is on that back spring mount, and it should push to seal, but it's been abraded. And there's the cloth that has come off. May look at replacing that as well. This one does engage the switch. Okay, it looks to be just kind of holding on by something up here. Let's scoot this back. Oh, that's... Oh, wait. I see. There's a ledge up there. That's clearly connected. But there's also a small ledge across there. We're just pressing and keeping that captured. There we go. Here's the back of this body where the thermocouple ran in. The band's holding it all forward. There's a hole in the top. We'll seal this up. Here's looking inside the existing case. Just a little bit of work to do on this. Straighten some things out. So we're going to remove this thermocouple. Take this off. Free these springs, pull the insulation piece off. You can see where the thermocouple had melted. This is one of the 2 wires. The other wire had a lot of degradation. If I just move that, it's going to break right off. So we'll leave that alone. Okay. Here's the shell. So it looks like one of the things we'll be able to do is maybe shave a little bit off the front to get this back pushed out. This one right here sticks out a little more than what it should. We can move it, which means if I braid a little of the insulation inside, I can push this back. But I can't take these out. Due to the molten ceramic. Just flowed the glass. We'll carry on. We'll figure out what to do about this extra extension here and see what we can do.